Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee. Today, let's ask the question, are you thinking big? You should be, because what you think about most, you create. What I've discovered is that there's two things that are critical to creating our lives. One is our beliefs. Do you have a belief in? What do you believe in? And the second thing is, what is the mental image? If you have a small image, you create small. If you have a big image, you create big. The bigger the image, with a belief and faith in it, you create the bigger life. Here's the thing. It takes time to build a bigger image because we've been conditioned. We've been so conditioned to smallness. We've been so conditioned to people determining how much we can have instead of us claiming our own power. So even in the idea of relationships, you hear all these people talking about relationships today. How crazy they are, the red pill group, this group, that group, this group, that group. Fact of the matter is, gang, let me tell you a secret. You're not a statistic. You're a unique individual. So when you see yourself as a unique individual, you're going to think uniquely. You're going to think big. You're going to create a life that is so magnificent because you're not putting the boundaries of society and other people's thoughts around you. So many people, my parents did that to me. Who do you think you are, Lee? Especially when all of a sudden I got a job offer and it involved me moving from Michigan to Rhode Island. Who do you think you are that you're going to leave the family? You're going to move. What makes you think you're going to have a corporate career? I did it. I did have a corporate career. I not only moved to Rhode Island, then I moved to Tampa, then I moved back to Rhode Island, then I moved to Dallas. And then when I was becoming a minister, my mother would say to me, who do you think you are becoming a minister? Who do you think you are? What do you have to offer? I didn't think about what she thought. I knew I had a lot to offer. When COVID hit, all of a sudden we weren't meeting in person. What did I do? I thought bigger and created a worldwide community via the internet, the way of the future. So many of you wouldn't even know who I am, wouldn't be listening to me if it wasn't for the fact that I thought outside the box. So I'm asking you, how can you think outside the box with respect to your abundance, with respect to your health, with respect to your relationships, with respect to your career, with respect to your connection? How can you think bigger and then build a belief in that bigger image, that bigger mental equivalent? Because the bigger your mental equivalent, the longer you hold it, the more persistently you hold it and keep it, it's going to demonstrate. Because in the infinite, there's no time and space. It's in our humanness that we have time and space. The only condition for us to demonstrate is that we have an unwavering belief in. And when we have an unwavering belief in, that is the mental image that will be created. So what are you creating an image of? Today, create a bigger one, and a bigger one, and a bigger one. Why? Why not? You deserve to have as much abundance in your life as you can imagine. You deserve to have as many great friends in your life as you can imagine. You deserve to have a career where you're doing your gifts into the world as much as you can imagine. You got to start to imagine it. No one else is going to give it to you. Imagine it for yourself. And then once you imagine it and you're thinking big, make sure it's big. You got to build a belief. And you may not be able to build a belief in the whole thing, but you can build a belief 10% bigger. Start there. Then build it another 10% bigger and another 10% bigger. Everything happens in steps. It's steps of consciousness. Think about that. You are always expanding when you're stepping your awareness of a greater yet to be in the now. A greater yet to be in the now. That's building the mental image. Simple, sweet message today. Think big. The only things that you have to do is build the belief in and create the mental equivalent of. Who are you going to be today, gang? Make it more than yesterday. Who are you going to be tomorrow? Make it more than today, but don't worry about tomorrow. Be present today as you live your highest expression. Until next time, my beautiful ones, aloha.